Alright, Mario. Let's see what stupidity you have today.
To show you from a logical perspective that common sense shows that
Okay, can we start now?
this medical process that is
How
so
far are we into this video?
is in fact responsible for stopping life, aborting. Okay, the very root word used in abortion is abort. And if you look at the definition,
Alright,
of
we're just gonna wait.
and opportunities to do things that would have been remarkable. But no. We live in a society that doesn't even give them the opportunity.
I wish you were aborted, Mario.
People who are aborted, who's okay, to not engage in this. So let's get right into it. We're gonna face the facts here. Abortion is.
Let's get right into it.
Just look at the facts. Okay,
2 minutes into the video.
We're gonna analyze the biological miracle of life. I'm not gonna be able to argue this from a start. We're gonna do a little bit of a biology lesson, but it happens through the sperm of your father and the egg of your mother. So we have two living organisms, the sperm itself and the egg, who come together. Okay, through this.
Yeah, but they're nowhere near sentient.
Supposed to be done in marriage with children.
God, bullshit. La 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 la.
And neither would you. Okay, so look at how delicate life was. I mean, this is microscopic. Also, keep that in mind. The visual eye can.
Right. Do you think that you are a sperm thinking? Do you think this is Family Guy episode a Mission Impossible? Do you think you're a little sperm Bertram in Peter's fucking ball sacks? 'Cause you're not. You weren't able to think. If you were aborted, you never would have known because you wouldn't have had any fucking idea what was going on yet. And honestly, most times when people get abortions, it's before the baby has a chance to even grow a proper brain to think. Okay? So it's not like you're killing something that can think and feel and has emotions and shit. No, you're basically killing a lifeless doll that might one day be a person. I mean, but you could also have a miscarriage. So, it's not even guaranteed that the person's gonna be born.
Ready. So without these
They aren't you already?
processes today, you are in fact the final processes of a sperm and an egg. You started off, and then later on, look at what you are now.
Start out as a sperm and egg. A non-thinking sperm, a non-thinking egg. They didn't start out as you. You weren't a sperm. You weren't an egg. You were what happened after both of those hit each other. And then I think it's meiosis, or it could be mitosis. I haven't taken science in like 2 months. So I don't fucking know anything anymore. But, and your cells exponentially grew into the person that you were when you popped out of the vagina.
1, 2, 3. Okay? So
Congratulations, you can count to 3!
We had to, at some point, be one of these.
Okay? Yes, we did.
If you kill a life at the beginning, it'll never become an adult, and it'll never even think. Therefore, it really didn't even matter to begin with. Oh wait, your life doesn't matter, but you believe in a God, so you can pretend it does. Forgot about that one.
Occurring, if the sperm and the egg never got together, we wouldn't even be into existence. But no, that's not when life began. Life doesn't even begin when you're an embryo. Who cares? They don't have rights. Let's just kill them. Let's get rid of them.
Well, you aren't a thinking, personality-having being when you are a fetus. Alright? It takes, even when you're a little infant, you don't have that much of a personality, but, you're able to think. Alright? It really has to do with the development of the fucking embryo. If it's basically just a bunch of cells that aren't doing much, then it's never gonna know. It's never gonna matter if it's fucking aborted. But if it's like an almost born thing, it's pretty much developed. It has a brain, it has like skin, it has everything. It's completely developed. It is like a human. But a sperm isn't a human. You know how many sperm don't fertilize eggs? Are you trying to fucking tell me that that's like abortion? Are you gonna say that next? Are you gonna say every time I have my period that I should be pregnant? Are you gonna fucking say that? No thank you, I'm a virgin.
And make it absolutely
it's satanic, it's satanic.
For life to occur for this human being, every single person, okay, that was aborted, that their life ended here, okay, some of them would have died just by natural causes or whatever, but the majority would have came and grown into adults. They would have came and they would have lived among us.
How do you know they wouldn't have died as children? How do you know that they wouldn't have been like deformed? A lot of people have abortions for good reasons.
Mario, let's completely ignore the fact that a lot of people who have abortions have it because the baby wouldn't have a good life. There are too many people in the adoption system already. Alright? You're trying to make fucking terrible lives of people just so they can exist. You know, it might be a hard decision to get an abortion, but a lot of the time people do it for the best interest of that fetus. If you think about it, with one brain cell that you probably don't have, you know, I mean, a lot of people do it because they have a lot of, like, physical and mental disorders that run in their family that they don't want to pass on. Like, if you know that you're gonna have a child with, like, Down syndrome that only has one leg and one eye, and you know that, like, 4 months in, wouldn't you want to just say, oh, I can abort this fetus and not make this person suffer through a life just because I'm selfish as fuck?
A lot of people's lives are terrible. A lot of people are born into families that can't support them, that don't care about them. Yes, maybe this girl was lucky, but that's not the majority of the situations, okay, sir?
She wouldn't have came because of you people, okay, and your mindset, and the tolerance and the acceptance of this. Oh, it's okay, just go and kill her, you know?
They weren't going to kill a 21-year-old.
She's just a little, one of these, who cares?
Just because she's stupid enough to think she had a brain back then doesn't mean she did. She doesn't have one now.
No, it's a human survived, okay? You people killing her, okay? You people that have that mindset, this sick, warped...
Okay. Some people grow up to not want to be aborted. But I also know people who were put in adoption homes and foster homes that really wish that their parents never would have had a child because it was the wrong thing to do. I know people whose parents had kids when they were like 16. I know a girl who had a kid when she was 14. And I know that she's not going to be the best parent. I mean, she's a nice girl and all, but she's not going to be a good parent. And that kid is going to grow up thinking, yo, I could have been aborted. Maybe they will have a value to their life. Maybe they'll think, oh, that's great, I'm so glad I wasn't. But there's also the possibility where they think, wow, that was a bad decision. With my rational thought, it probably would have been the best situation if I was never born. It would have been best for the parents, my parents, it would have been best for me. It's honestly not that terrible of a thing, bro.
Killing her, okay? You people that have that mindset, this sick, warped mindset that you can take away life
before it can think.
Process that you're trying to play God.
There is no God.
When you watch this video, what you're going to hear is that she actually survived it. They survived it, and I'm going to.
I've survived your video.
Survive, because we're never going to hear about their story. The millions and millions and millions and millions before they come out. Okay, they would have had lives like her. They would have had families. Okay, they would have had lives like abortionists would have said, you know what? That life in there, let's kill it because it doesn't have the right to come into existence. No, Gianna.
No. Abortionists, usually they try every other option first. Most people that attempt to have abortions are either incapable of taking care of a kid or have diseases that run in their family that they think it's stupid to fucking pass on to a kid. Don't you understand that most people get abortions out of kindness, not out of malice? They're like, wait, would I rather this baby die at the age of 7 after starving its entire life on the streets with me? Or kill it now and make it not have to suffer? Which one's better? The second one. If you can't see that, then you're fucking stupid. I'm sorry.